25 words a minute when I was on the Navy ship during Korea or something like that. I used to hear that crap on there.
Yeah, I'm not trying to take anything away from them, but don't cry because of progress. You know, like getting rid of the Morse code, that was monumental in my mind. It ceased to be relative long before they stopped it.
Well, the Morse code, it was Ron Buckhorn, a guy used to be out here, Tom knew him. He would say that's like you buy a ham radio, but you gotta learn how to hook up a horse and buggy and you know, ride around on a horse and buggy. You have to know everything about horses, so you gotta use your radio. What the hell has that got to do with anything? It's just old technology. They were just using to try to keep people out. That's what they were trying to do. That's what clubs are. Clubs are for people that want to have a group and they want to keep other people not in their group, so they call it a club.
Yes, they want exclusivity.
It's just like this channel. It's just a damn click on here. You're all a bunch of clicks.
Yeah, damn right. Tired of being part of a clique. Fuck y'all.
Nah, this is a public radio, and everyone in here, if there's a breaker from Skip Land or any place, everybody stands by for a breaker on here. This is how radio, this channel is run the right way. I'm very proud of everybody.
Yes, Bob. I long for your approval.
I'm glad you're satisfied.
I'm more than satisfied. I'm tickled pink, man. You didn't single me out, but I know I'm doing the right thing by the things you described. And I'm so happy. Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
Oh, yeah, you sound like you're euphoric right now.
Almost.
You must be vaping some good stuff, brother.
Nah, just the same old vape.
The Skip's pretty much all not been in there almost all summer so far. So I don't know if the sunspots, it is the end of the sunspot cycle, so it might be, all the other channels are going to be kind of quiet now for a few years.
You know what, that's a good subject, you know. I wondered about that too, because my radio for months has been extremely quiet as far as Skip goes. I don't follow the sun cycles, but I thought that we were coming into the peak of favorable conditions for Skip. Was I wrong in assuming that? But it's extremely quiet.
We're in the tail end of it. It's peaking, yeah, now. 2026 is going to be gone next year for, 11 years.
Okay, which one is peaking? Low noise, or low skip, or high skip? That's where I'm confused.
I think it's solar maximum right now.
Oh, Jesus. Maximum would increase skip?
Not 11 years, but 5.5 years it's going to be gone. 5.5 years.
Oh, God. I'm trying to figure out what's going to be gone. More skip or less. I've asked a dozen questions and nobody's answered my exact question. They've answered, but not my question.
But you put it together trying to wrap my head around it. It drives me nuts when people say that. At the end of the day, that's another one.
Look, what cycle are we nearing the end of? Peak skip or minimum skip? Which one are we entering? Please.
Peak skip. We're leaving sunspot cycle number 25. I think it peaked in 2024 or 25, but it's on the downside, but there's a lot of bad solar activity going on right now. It's not just like 10 and 11 meters, losing the long skip. We'll get a sporadic E-skip all the time, but this skip cycles, like talking to guys in Kansas and California and Texas, it's about done, I think. But there'll be a sporadic E-skip off and on, and aurora skip and backscatter and stuff like that. But we're about at the end of it now.
How about pink skip? What do you know about that?
I like Pink Floyd.
So listen, I got a question.
No. I had a question for the last 20 minutes, and nobody has answered it. I'd like my question answered first, please. Oh, that was a beautiful carrier. Didn't you all like it?
I thought it was cricket.
I heard a carrier.
Bob, fucked up radios. Wait 20 minutes. He figures out his problem.
How'd you make out, Rat?
Make out with what?
Your question answered, because I want to ask mine.
What?
Did you get your question answered?
Hell no.
This sunspot cycle 25 started around 2019 or something like that, and then I think it peaked around 2024, and now it's on the downside, and it will hit the bottom in about another 3 years, I guess. We're still in the sunspot cycle, but there's a lot of solar activity that going on right now, like solar flares and solar storms, and the sunspots are disrupted right now. Everything's disrupted. There's a lot of crap going on the sun. It could be the end of all time here for us.
Bob, shut the fuck up. You have no idea what you're talking about. You're making shit up. You're boring everybody. Shut the fuck up.
All right.
What the hell are you talking about? Man, simple question got turned into this bullshit. You know what? Google is my friend.
I think he's saying the sun's gonna blow up.
There he goes. There's that dead carrier again. Bob, you're batting 1,000, brother.
Me doing that.
Every other key up is blank.
I'm hearing it too. It's not me.
Really? Sorry, Bob. I accuse you of the same signal. My needle is the same. Sorry if I accused you, and it wasn't you. I apologize, Bob.
That's okay. Hey, am I giving you more than a zero now, Rat?
Bob, I thought we settled that an hour or two ago.
But how many pounds am I throwing at you? Hey, look at myself. Look, there's carriers in there now. Am I walking on it? How many pounds am I throwing at you?
Hey, Bob,
You, Tom.
how come in the 70s, when the skip ran, it would give you 9 pounds, 20 pounds, just a noise, like all day long, all the time. And we don't get that anymore.
Probably a couple of million more people keyed up at the same time that are no longer on the radio, and all the radios are for sale on eBay for a lot of money from their grandkids trying to sell them, I think. There was a lot more people out here then.
Well, that makes sense, but man, like my needles, not even moving during the day. I'm out in my shop, and all of a sudden there'll be a couple of people talking from across the country, clear as can be. When they get off, then there's no movement of the needle again. It's crazy.
That's what it's come to. This is a very niche hobby out here, there's a lot of people in the CB though, because you can catch them all. They have these Facebook groups, and there's a lot of people on there, but they're on Facebook and doing them damn things on their telephone like you guys do. Not that there's anything wrong with it, because I like it myself, but I don't use it all the time. If I want to say good morning, I'll come on here and say good morning. All right, Tom, I know I don't want to ruffle your feathers. The feathers are, apologize.
No, not at all. Doesn't bother me. I don't do the good morning thing. I do post some pictures of, like, things I'm building or things I'm doing, and enjoy when other people post what they're doing.
Yeah. That's what I like about it. You can post a picture. You can't do, pictures on here. That you do slow scan TV like Shark used to do and drive everybody nuts on a repeater. But, I like it for the pictures. If you want to say good morning, meet on the radio, have a cup of coffee, and talk on the radio a little bit to keep radio alive out here, Anyway, that's just my opinion. Which it's you know what I mean. It's not worth anything.
No, Bob, no, that's not true. So, you do that, like, talk on the radio while you're having your coffee, because you like people hearing your voice. Otherwise, you wouldn't do that shit. You transmit every moment you can get. You DJ talking from. You love your voice being heard. Don't deny it.
That's what we call ham radio. We're all a bunch of hams. We're outlaw hams. That's what we are. We're not even on a CB channel. We're using equipment that goes beyond watts and all that stuff. And we're not talking 5 minutes on and 5 minutes off. I think they gave up that rule anyhow. Giving our call letters. We're outlaws out here, but we're hams. We're hamming it up out here.
I am not a fucking ham. I never passed any kind of test. I am a CB'er.
Hey, my ham call sign ends with CB. I got it right in my call sign. Boy, they really love it. But now they don't think nothing of it anymore, because they're all these hams were CB'ers too. They don't think nothing of it. When I first got that call sign, 20 years ago, the criminal band. What are you on, the children's band? The children's band. Then later on, I listened to that guy long enough to find out he was a CB'er too. So what the hell is the matter with these people? Somebody throwing carriers?
Why, Bob? Why? Why would you ask that?
Yeah, because my needle doesn't, this is a new radio, it doesn't go all the way back to 0, that's why. It just goes back to about 3 or something.
Well, get used to it.
There's a knob on the back, I can just see us. There's a carrier.
Yes, Bob, nobody says it. Never mind. You just tickle me, Bob. What was a carrier? What? Man. There was a carrier, yes. Hey, just come back again.
I think it's you doing it.
Really?
I think I caught you.
Oh, Bob. I'm so ashamed of myself.
Don't you feel low right now that you got caught?
Oh, yes.
I know you regret what you did there, and you sound like you regret it. What the hell is that name there? I forgot that word.
Me too. I was trying to think of it. Regret. Repent. No, repent. Yeah, that's it. No, never mind. I can't think of it.
Remorse? Is that remorse I was trying to say?
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
I'm your age just about, and words like that, I can't even find the damn words anymore. I can remember what I did when I was 3 years old, but man, I can't remember a lot of stuff like that. That's crazy.
No, Bob, you can't remember what you did when you were 3 years old. You lie about what you did when you were 3 years old. You've imagined your 3-year-old life in your adult life, and you accept it as fact. See, you think that you crawled inside of a functioning 50s TV set to thousands of volts. And you didn't do that, but yet you say you did.
No, seriously, it was a Philco. It had 12 channels. I didn't think it had channel 13. No, it had channel 13, but didn't have channel 1. And it was a Philco. And my dad left the back off of it, and I used to climb back inside there and look at all the orange tubes all lit up all around me.
I believe it.
Well, it's true. After when we die and go to heaven, you'll know when I bullshitted and when I told the truth. You'll say, my God, Bob was right about that.
I never disputed.
No, you didn't, but I suspect some skepticism from Brother Rat.
You expect a whole lot of skepticism.
You sound a little skeptical.
Do you think?
That's how I learned that word, skept, and then they say tickle. Otherwise, I could never say that word.
Testicle.
Testicle.
Testing, testicle. See, when you're testing your radio and then you want to get technical, it's called testicle.
Yeah, but Rat's getting a little testy out there.
It's the marijuana.
I think he's getting a bad reaction there, and he must have had the brown acid.
Doing good tonight, Rat.
What's that?
You're doing real good tonight.
To what do I attribute your praise?
Well, I mean, sometimes I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. You know, sometimes you're having a hard time remembering what people said and all that kind of stuff. You're doing good tonight.
Oh, thank you so much.
I think the weed master said you got some better stuff or something.
I didn't hear. Dead carrier.
So the weed master said you got some good stuff.
I don't know who the weed master is, but I don't know if I can even hear him because every time big signal keys up, Bob sees it.
Yeah, but Tom steps on. I'm on a stick antenna, so it's closer to you, Rat.
That's a possibility. I'm not disputing that. All I know is it's a pretty big signal to me. Takes out everybody else.
Boss man. It's Boss Man.
Yeah. I gave him power. I'm fucking him up. I'm going to do it again. It's increased ever since I said that. You go on, big boy, with your big signal.
It ain't big around here. It's, like I say, Tom's stepping on it.
I just explained it to you, Bob.
I got a big signal.
Did you see that signal out there, Dave?
Yeah, I heard it once.
I think it's Poznowski, Dave.
Yeah, probably. He ain't got nothing better to do.
He ain't got nothing to do it on.
Oh, Ragchew. Yeah, he's still a loser.
It's Friday night. He's out riding around the mobile, having fun there, getting his jollies.
On his little scooter.
Yes, he's riding a scooter, collecting his weekend goodies. Collect them to put it in his tent.
Maybe he ought to try putting the antenna on the back of the scooter instead of up his ass, and we would hear him.
Anyway.
Dave, that's how he stays on.
I know.
What? His seatbelt.
No, you insinuated he stays on by something shoved up his ass.
That's right. I didn't insinuate it, I just said it.
And when he keys up, he tickles himself like putting hamsters up his ass.
Well, when he posts those 10-speeds online for sale, none of them have ever had a seat. They just have the post.
Please, Bob, pace yourself. I know the conversation's heating up, but pace yourself.
That was good. Hey, Bob, pace yourself.
I'm trying to keep a pretty steady pace here.
No, you don't know how. Be kept in line. Just, you're doing good so far, okay? Just, never mind, never mind. Chill. You're doing good, you do good.
You do good.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, yeah, and by the way, Brother Rat, you sound good.
You do sound good, Rat.
Please. How many times do I have to tell you? Wait a minute. Man, look, my peak output is dropping, and I don't know why. Well, hey, Dave, is this thing burning up again? I'm not overdriving. Man, I'm getting 50 watts less than normal. Oh, shit.
I don't know, you're still hammering me.
Oh, man. But my meter, it ain't the same.
Hey, you're hammering me too there, Rat.
Thank you, but the meter's not the same. Meter's not the same. That worries me. It's always the same. Always.
No, you're paranoid.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's all good.
You gotta listen to it. You get more watts out of it.
Hello there, Gear Jammer.
How you doing, man?
Doing good. I thought I heard Catnap out there, too.
What's up there, Dave?
What's going on, Catnap?
How you doing, man?
Doing good.
I can hear Gear Jammer because this sonar has a, what do you call that damn thing, front end. It has that front end on it there. What do they call them little tiny thimble-looking tubes?
Barrister?
New Vister, yeah.
New Vister. I knew it, man. Thank you. I had FS23. Need a new one.
It has 13 tubes in it. This has push-pull audio.
Thank you.
I think these are better radios than trams or Brownings.
Okay.
They look like an old Yaesu or a Collins. One of these nights I'm going to fire with a Big Johnson. I got a Big Johnson, you know.
Yeah, you do have a Big Johnson.
Ever hear that song by Sir Mix-a-Lot? A woman likes a man with a big bad Johnson. The Prime Minister. I think RJ looked it up last week.
Where is RJ tonight?
I think he's out there throwing carriers.
Bob, stop. No. That carrier was bigger than RJ. Stop.
I know it's not 588 or 10. They were both out here earlier.
It could have been the drama queen out of Divine Creek.
Click, click. What the hell's the matter with that guy? He used to be a nice guy back in the 90s.
He just got gayer.
Living too close to that Divine Creek, everybody's nutty down there.
They get bit by those mosquitoes and they go crazy.
I know. Tell me about it. It's crazy. I don't know how they can even live around there. It's like, it's worse than being in the freaking Everglades in Florida.
Bob, back off the mic or stop screaming. It sounds like you're screeching into the mic.
I'm so sorry. I said that the Dividing Creek is worse than the Everglades. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they have, what they call them, pythons or whatever. What is it, pythons that are running wild in the Everglades? What did you say, Tom?
How about crocodiles?
Dundee?
Crocodiles and alligators.
I know they have them in Florida, but I don't know about the Dividing Creek. They probably could till winter time comes around.
That's not a noise.
I saw a video a little bit ago. They're closing, Dan 1 is closing down in Bridgeton.
What's that?
Dan 1 is, Dannon, the owners of Dannon.
Oh, the fake milk company, yes.
Yeah, it used to be White Wave. It's on the corner of Burlington and I can't remember the name of the other road. But anyway, yeah, they're closing up.
Yes, was an avenue, and but yes, been there, been by there many times. Seems stable, guess not.
Well, no, it's not the business. They're moving everything. They all the jobs are gone. They're relocating. They have another place down in Texas, so they're sending all their stuff to Texas and another state down south. They said they're getting out of New Jersey because of the taxes.
What's it called, Dannon?
Yeah, well, it's Dan 1, but it is Dannon. Yes, it's who makes Dannon yogurt and stuff.
Oh, they make yogurt right there in Bridgeton?
Yeah, they do a lot there, yeah, because it used to be White Wave, and they used to do like the ice creams and stuff like that.
No. They specialize in, I think, almond milk. I call it fake milk. I think it was almond milk especially, but they specialize in milk alternatives.
Yes, but they did do ice cream too.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes, because my son worked there years ago, and he used to tell me some stories about ice cream. What they would do is, like all the ice cream places, like the grocery stores that had ice cream that was out of date or going out of date, they would send them over to White Wave. They would take, like, just say cookies and cream. They would put all the cookies and cream ice cream in a big stainless steel tub. They would test it, and whatever it needed put back into it, they would put it back into it and then repackage it as new ice cream again.
Holy shit! They did that in Bridgeton?
Yes, yeah, right at White Wave when it was White Wave. And because I never knew it. They said ice cream don't go bad. You just have to add certain things to it to make it good again, and they would repackage it and sell it again.
Hey, no idea. Anybody else have an idea about that?
What they call it, a dairy product or a dairy dessert or something to that name. It's not called ice cream no more.
To make ice cream with chicken milk.
Nowhere on the packaging where it says ice cream.
Same time.
I said they would milk the chickens and make chicken milk.
Why do you think what you said was more important than what everybody else said?
Because I'm the center of attention.
I heard what he was telling me was they'd send a lot of the like Breyers and Friendly's ice creams and stuff like that. They would send them over there when they were going out of date, or like sell by, like would be like the next day, within a couple days. They would send them over there, redo them, and sell them as store brand, like a cheaper offline ice cream.
Wow. To me, that's mind-blowing. I had no idea.
Yes, and they did do like a lot of other milk stuff, because years and years ago, my wife used to do some of their. Well, she's always been a paralegal, but she would work in their office every once in a while to help them out.
Yeah, they used to sell the Mr. Softy, didn't they?
That I couldn't tell you.
Matt, do you still have the Mr. Softy truck in Cedarville?
We never had an ice cream truck in Cedarville. Too small.
Well, Charlie Woody told me he used to be the Mr. Softy man.
Yeah, but wouldn't that melt during the Cedarville burn?
No, I think he said he took Viagra and he wasn't Mr. Softy anymore.
hear that shit. He talked all that bullshit, just build up to that fucking lame joke. Pitiful.
Was old 10 out here tonight?
Yes.
Ragchew. All right, everybody, I'm going to sign off for the night. You guys all have a great night, and we'll talk to you guys soon out here.
Davey D, good talking to you. I haven't talked to you in a week. Good to know you're still alive. Catch you next time, my friend.
Later.